What a turn of events, guys. In this video, I will be showing you how to bypass the iOS passcode up to iOS 10.2 all the way down to iOS 8.0 on any iPhone and access photos, contacts, and even message logs. This is just absolutely crazy. So if you suspect someone of cheating, if you want to prank your friends, if you just want to do this for fun, it can be done. This is a massive security hole in iOS, and I can't believe this. I went down my bypass playlists that I have on my channel, and this is the 19th iOS bypass I am making for Apple. And this doesn't even account for all of them. There's over 25 bypasses total that iOS has had. So let's add another one to the list. And for the people that want to do this, it can be done on any iPad, any iPhone, it doesn't matter which one, going back down to iOS 8.0. The only two things you need are access to the person's phone and basically access to Siri. So it's extremely simple. I can't believe this. I never thought I would be making a video like this again. Me and my friend were sitting in a coffee bar the other day, and we were talking about lock screen bypasses, how, it's getting harder and harder to find them. And here's another one. So this credit goes to iDevice Help. I did not find this by myself. Check his channel out down below. This guy's he's a madman. He found this. That's crazy. So go subscribe to him. He's got great stuff. I think anyone would enjoy his channel. So do that. All right. Let's get to the good stuff, how to get into anybody's photos, contacts, or messages. Now we have a lot to talk about, guys. This is a pretty significant bypass, so I will have a lot to say. But very first thing I want to show you guys is that I am on the latest iOS 10.2 beta 3 update, and this still works. So 10.2 beta 3. I do have a passcode lock. It doesn't matter if you have Touch ID, if you have a 6-code or 4-code passcode, it works on all of them. So just to let you guys know, that passcode is there, but this finger is not registered. It doesn't matter. First things first, let's say you find an iPhone. You grab somebody's iPhone. The first thing, if you don't know their phone number, this is what you have to do. You either have to know their FaceTime or phone number, as you do have to physically call this phone. So you can always wait until someone calls it if you just found a lost phone too. I mean, there's a lot of ways to go about this, but basically, Siri, who am I?
You're asking me. It is I.
So basically just ask Siri, who am I? And she'll give you the contact info of this phone in case you didn't know the phone number for it. So now that you have this phone number, we're going to go over to another phone and dial it, as we do need to go ahead and call it. Okay, so now that I have this phone number, I can dial the phone number, or I can go ahead and FaceTime the actual email. So I'm going to do that with a video FaceTime right here. Go ahead and click on message and custom and end this. Sorry, I just set this up on like a million devices, so they're all going off. But basically, you want to select send a message and a custom message. And this is the screen you're going to get. So from here, go ahead and activate Siri and ask her, turn on voiceover.
Okay, I turned on voiceover.
So this is where Siri is the traitorous, and she's going to go ahead and do this for you.
Is editing. iMessage.
So I'm going to turn this down, as it is a little bit annoying. But what you want to do is double tap onto this bar up here where the contact info is. So 1, 2, and then immediately click on the keyboard. And it may take a couple tries. So go ahead and click on it and down here. So you do have to finick around with it a little bit, play with it, and double tap on the bar where the contact info is. And there we go. So as soon as you see these slide in, slide over, basically we are now typing up here, even though we're not allowed to. And at this point, you can go ahead and ask Siri, turn off voiceover.
Voiceover off. Turned off voiceover.
And you can click home. So I will blur the portion of the display over here because it contains a lot of contact info. But basically, you guys want to go through the keyboard and find contacts. And I'm going to click E, and I'll have a few display over here. Now, not all of them will have little eyes next to them. For some reason, those only display on some contacts. So you can go ahead and go through all of the keys, find contacts if you don't find the little eye immediately, and there will be a lot to sift through. But I can find one on E, so go ahead and click on the little eye, and we are in the contact info. So go ahead and create new contact, and go ahead and select add photo. So now we have just accessed the photos of this user without the passcode. If we look really, really carefully, there is a little lock right there. So the phone is still locked in the background, and I'll show you that in a minute here, but boom, you are in the photos. Go ahead and see who this person is hanging out with. See whatever else secrets contained on this phone using this, and it's absolutely crazy. So not only that, you can go ahead and see all the contacts, and when you get into the contact, it'll take you into the message log too, so you can't see the messages. So this is on a 7 Plus. I want to show you guys on an iPhone 4S. Now, why does it matter on a 4S? It's actually a bigger deal than you guys think. The 4S is officially like discontinued. Apple is not releasing any updates for it, so it's on iOS 9.3.5. This bypass works on this iPhone and firmware, which means the iPhone 4S is getting an update, iOS 9.3.6, thanks to iDevice help. So look out for that in the future, but I just want to show you guys that it does work. So again, we're going to go ahead and dial FaceTime and message and custom. And we can end the call over here. All right, so we're going to activate Siri. Turn on voiceover. There we go. And the keyboard gets stuck on here, no worries. Click the home button again. And now, same thing. So we're going to double tap on the bar and then click over here on the keyboard. So it does take a couple tries. And as soon as she says text field, that's how you know that you are in. So double tap, again, double tap, click down here, double tap. So it may take a little to get in there. So as soon as she says the text field, we know we're good. Basically, again, same thing. I'm going to blur out a little bit. Go ahead and click, and you guys will see these contacts. So we can turn voiceover off at this point. Turn off voiceover. All right. Clicking home, and go ahead and click on that eye and scroll down, create new contact, and we are in the photos. How crazy is this, guys? That is just bonkers. Wow. So at this point, we can click home, and it'll take us back to the lock screen where our phone doesn't suspect a thing. No one will ever know you were in those photos, checking out all that info. That's the craziest part. So this does work on the 4S. And the crazy thing is, I was just curious, how far back does this go? I have an iPhone on iOS 8.3 over here. So I'm going to show you guys, I am running that firmware real quick. And again, I want to show you guys that this does work also on this firmware. So general, about 8.3. So with a locked device, I'm going to go ahead and FaceTime call it again. Message, custom. End the call. And from here, we can go ahead and turn on voiceover. Turn on voiceover.
Okay, I turned on voiceover.
Click home, double tap up here.
Insertion point at end.
There we go. And it works really, really quickly too. So again, with the eyes over here, make sure to select that little eye properly.
Other, more info, other, info.
And create new contact. And
cancel, add photo, button.
Turn off voiceover.
I turned off voiceover.
Okay, and we are inside on a locked iOS 8.3 device. So this rabbit hole goes deep. And there's one last thing I wanted to show you guys. This does work on iPads. That's the craziest part. So with a passcode, this is the latest iOS 10 firmware. Again, we're going to call it on FaceTime. Message, custom. And just because I'm using FaceTime doesn't mean it only works on FaceTime. This works on calls for phones too, so it's not restricted to that. Just the iPad doesn't have phone calling. Anyways, so turn on voiceover.
Okay.
Okay. And same thing, we're going to double tap up here, hold it, and click on the keyboard.
Field. 2. Everything Apple Pro. Text field.
There we go.
Insertion point at end.
Oh my gosh, that's going crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna turn voiceover off. Turn off voiceover.
Voiceover off.
Okay, and we can go ahead and do the same thing and click on the eye, create new contact, choose photo, and boom, you are in the photos on an iPad, which was locked on the latest version of iOS 10. How crazy is that? So there might be some people that might have some issues with this, getting it to work, and I'll show you guys a couple steps to perfect it. But I just wanted to say there is a way to go even deeper. You can actually bypass and make the actual lock screen crash and jump into the home screen. But I cannot share that to you based on iDevice Help's request. So once it's patched, then he's going to go ahead and release it, and I'll show it to you then. I just want to let you know this is crazy and gets crazier. But so I'm going to show you this one last time, show you how you can get it to work if you can't get it to work right now. FaceTime, message, custom, end the call. And a lot of you guys might be getting stuck on this little step right here. So it may take a couple tries, and that's totally okay. Turn on voiceover.
Okay.
Okay, so just click and click, and then click the bottom buttons over here. 1, 2, bottom buttons. That's it. I mean, it's just almost instant. So sometimes it doesn't work. No matter what I do, it's not working. So it's okay. Just click the home button and call it again with voiceover still on. And, you know, just click the message button, click the custom message button with voiceover, and do the same thing. And just keep trying it. Eventually it works. I cannot believe this was found. This is just absolutely crazy. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will be sure to release an updated video on how to get into the actual home screen on earlier versions of iOS 10 using this bypass once Apple does patch it. So big props to iDevice Help. Once again, do check out his channel down below. I'll leave a link. This is just amazing. Another one add to the playlist. Anyways, have a great day. Enjoy this responsibly. Peace.